Welcome to Chemistry Teleclass. In the previous lesson, you studied how to name the alkanes, how to write down the molecular formula of alkanes, and how to draw the structural formula of alkanes. In today's class, you will be learning how to draw the dot and cross diagram of alkanes, isomers of alkanes, and the physical properties of alkanes. When you draw the dot and cross diagram of alkanes, first we need to draw the structural formula of the particular alkane. For an instance, methane, as you know, it has 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen. Carbon at the center, 4 hydrogen around it. If I write down atomic number of carbon is 6. I write its electron configuration 2, 4. Hydrogen atomic number is 1. I write its electron configuration 1. Then we use circle to represent carbon and hydrogen. I must draw 1 circle to accommodate carbon, and I must draw 4 circles to accommodate hydrogen, 4 hydrogen, and write H in these places. And remember, each single bond is consisting of 2 electrons or a pair of electrons. Another point you need to remember, use same symbol to represent electrons of unlike atoms, but use different symbol to represent electrons of unlike atom. We see here unlike atom, carbon and hydrogen. So use different symbols to represent electrons. I use cross for carbon, dot for hydrogen, a pair of electron or single bond. Here I use cross, electron from carbon, dot, electron from hydrogen. Another one, dot and cross, dot and cross. This diagram shows the dot and cross of methane, but it shows only the outermost electron. If the question asks, draw all the electron, you need to draw the inner energy level of carbon, which is consisting 2 electrons. I draw 2 electrons on the inner energy level. It shows the dot and cross diagram showing all the electron. If you move to next one, it is ethane. You all know now. Ethane is C2H6. First we will draw the structural formula of this ethane. 2 carbon in a line and single bond between 2 carbon atom. Complete 4 bonds around each carbon. You may see this carbon already has 1 bond. Need 3 more bonds to complete 4. Even this carbon need 3 more bonds to complete 4. I write hydrogen atoms on these places and get in the structural formula. Now I need to draw the dot and cross diagram of this ethane. What should I do? Draw 2 circles to accommodate 2 carbon. I draw 2 circles to accommodate 2 carbon. First carbon, second carbon. You see, first carbon has 3 hydrogen. It means I must draw 3 circles to accommodate 3 hydrogen on this carbon. Same on the other carbon, 3 circles to write hydrogen. So I write hydrogen in these places. 4, 5, 6. Now 2 facts we need to remember. Each single bond consists of 2 electrons and use same symbol to represent electrons of like atoms and use different symbol to represent electrons of unlike atoms. I will draw electron of carbon. So, carbon like atom, I draw 2 crosses, 2 electron, 1 electron from this carbon, 1 electron from the other carbon. Now, I am going to draw electrons in between carbon and hydrogen which are different. So, I must use different symbol, dot and cross, cross from carbon, dot from electron. Use crosses to show electrons of carbon. So, electron from carbon, electron from hydrogen. So, electron from hydrogen, electron from carbon, electron from hydrogen, carbon. Same in these places, carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen. So, this diagram shows the dot and cross diagram of ethane, but remember it shows outermost electrons only. We need to draw all the electrons in some questions. So, what you need to do, draw the inner energy level of carbon which is consisting 2 electron. First energy level, as you can see, there are 2 electrons, 2 crosses even on this carbon. So, 2 electrons. We have drawn the dot and cross diagram which shows all the electrons of ethane. Now, it is your time. Take a minute, draw the structural formula of propane. So, you may see these structures. First, draw the structural formula as follows. Structural formula of methane, structural formula of ethane, dot and cross diagram, but you can see these dot and cross diagram show outer electrons only, not showing inner energy level electrons. But in some questions it may be asked. Now, it is your time. Take a minute, draw the structural formula of propane. It is here. Propane, the structural formula, check whether your answer is correct. The dot and cross diagram, check whether you have drawn it correctly. Same symbol to represent electron of carbon, different symbol to represent electron of unlike atom, carbon and hydrogen. We are moving to the next part of the lesson. It is about isomers of alkanes. First of all, we need to know what are isomers. We need to define the term isomers. They are the compound with same molecular formula but different structural formulae. Another term links to this, isomerism, the process of forming isomers. When are we identifying isomers, we need to draw the structures, then only we can identify different structures. But remember, methane, ethane and propane do not show isomerism as these molecules have few carbon atoms. Isomerism starts from butane. If I take butane, it is C4H10. I will draw its linear structure. For one carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. Single bond between carbon completing 4 bonds around each carbon. Hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen completing 10 hydrogen around all the carbon. Then we need to identify this one is an isomer. First, what we need to do, identify the longest continuous carbon chain. I repeat it, identify the longest continuous carbon chain. Longest mean include carbon as many as you can. The continuous mean each carbon must combine to next one in one direction. For an example, this, if I check this one, I have two choices to check. I can start from this end or I can start from this end. If I start from my left hand side, first carbon combine to second carbon. Second carbon combines to third carbon. Third carbon combines to fourth carbon. I don't have any more carbon to count. So I have ended with 4. Then I need to number these carbon atom or the carbon chain I have chosen. When I number, I can start again from left hand side or right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. No carbon is left without a number. It means it does not have any branch. So we write name of this one as butane. Next, I am going to draw another structure, branch structure of this one. I write 4 carbon this way, 1, 2, 3. I bring this carbon down here, but you can understand if I bring this carbon down on this carbon, no use, we are getting the same. Like a tree, if you bend from here, it won't give a different structure. But if I break from here, bring it here, then I will get a different structure. So 4 carbon, single bond, then hydrogen on each carbon to complete 4 bond. We did not change carbon number, we did not change hydrogen number. If I count carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon C4, hydrogen 3, 3, 3, 9 plus 1, it is 10. So C4H10. Then we will get its name. How do we get the name? First, identify the longest continuous carbon chain. So I can start from this end, a terminal carbon. I can start from this end, a terminal carbon. I can start from this end, terminal carbon. Assume I start from this carbon on my left hand side. I number 1, 2, 3. But I can't write any number on this carbon as third carbon does not combine to fourth carbon, not continuous. So I have to stop on this carbon. 1, 2, 3. You can see a carbon with 3 hydrogen is left without a number. It means a branch. The branch, it has 1 carbon and 3 hydrogen called methyl. We know methane has 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen. Once methane loses 1 hydrogen, we call methyl. The methyl branch is located on carbon number 2. We need to include all these information in the name. Location of branch 2. Then name of branch methyl. Then we write the name according to the carbon number 1, 2, 3 on the carbon chain. 3 we call propane. Name of this alkane 2-methyl propane. Name of this alkane butane. Are these names same? No, they are not same. They are different. It means these structures are different. But look at the molecular formula. C4H10, C4H10. These two formulas same. That means same molecular formula but different structural formula. We call isomers. If you see these on the screen, you may see isomers of butane. First one, the linear structure, butane. The second one, 2-methyl propane. So, you may see these two are isomers and these two are on the display. This is butane, this is 2-methyl propane. Then here we have 3D structure. Though it is in zigzag arrangement, really it shows the linear structure. You may see first carbon with 3 hydrogen, 1, 2, 3. Then middle carbon, 1, 2, 2 hydrogen. So next one, 2 hydrogen, terminal, again 3 hydrogen. Then, so this is the linear structure. How do I get the branch isomer? I need to remove this carbon and remove 1 hydrogen from middle carbon and place that hydrogen where there was carbon, bring the carbon on the middle. You may see now we got a branch structure, 3 carbon. If I keep this way, you can see 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3, and the branch is holding on the middle carbon. 1, 2, 3 carbon in the carbon line. So the branch is locating on middle carbon. We call carbon number 2 is holding the branch. So 2-methyl propane. Next, we will come to pentane. Look at the isomers of pentane. There are how many isomers of pentane? There are 3 isomers. You may see the linear one. It has 5 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. All the carbon are in the continuous carbon chain. We do not have branch. So we call it as pentane. But look at second one. When you come to second one, it has a branch. And we need to identify the longest continuous carbon chain. If I start from this end, first carbon combines to second one, second carbon combines to third one combines to fourth one. But you may see the fourth carbon atom does not combine to this branch carbon. We have to stop from this carbon. So we now identify the longest continuous carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now next step is numbering. We know when we number, we must give possible lowest number to the carbon with branch. If I start numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon got number 2. If I start from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4. We give number 3 on this carbon. Carbon which is holding the branch will get 3. If I will repeat it again. If I start from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4. We gave number 2 to the branch carbon. If I start from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4. We give number 3. 2 and 3, which number is the lower number? Number 2. Then we need to write 2-methyl. The branch name is methyl. It is locating on carbon number 2, and total number of carbon in the longest carbon chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 we call butane. 2-methyl butane. Not only that, we can make one more isomer. Bring in this terminal carbon on the middle carbon. You understand, if I bring this carbon on this carbon right in here, up or down, we won't get different structure. Then what I do, I bring this carbon on the middle carbon. Then we get 2 branches, one here, one here. And we will identify the longest continuous carbon chain. If I start from this end, 1, 2, 3, I can count up to 3, but I can't count this carbon. No bond between these 2 carbon. I can't count this carbon. No bond between these 2 carbon, and I can start even from this carbon 1, 2, 3, but I can't count these 2 carbon. I can start from this carbon 1, 2, 3, then I can't count these 2 carbon. So anyhow we get maximum 3 carbon in the structure. 1, 2, 3, then numbering 1, 2, 3. We give number 2 to the carbon which is holding the branches. If I start from this end 1, 2, 3, again we gave number 2 to the carbon which is holding the branch. It means we can use either way of numbering. You can say 2, 2 because we have 2 branches, we write 2, 2, di means 2, dimethyl propane, as the longest carbon chain has 3 carbon. Next, this is one of MCQ questions taken from IGCSE paper. It shows different structures. We are supposed to identify which are isomers. What you need to do? Structures are given. What we need to do then? Use the definition. Do you remember the definition? The compound with same molecular formula but different structures. Different structures are given. What we need to do? Identify the same molecular formula. I will count carbon in the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon. So, C4 hydrogen, I count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, C4H10. Then I go to next one, second one, carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon, C4 hydrogen, you see here 3, here 3, here 3, total 9, here 1, so total 10. So, 10. This is the first one, this is the second one. Then I come to third one. Third one you may see 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon, hydrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get 8 hydrogen. And if I come to next one, fourth one, carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon C5, but hydrogen you may see 5 start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I get 12 hydrogen. Now you may understand. So for 1 and 2 have the same molecular formula. C4H10, C4H10. These two are isomers. See the structures. This is a linear structure. This one is a branch structure. They are isomers, but these two are not isomer of any one of those. So we identify 1 and 2 are the isomers. The answer is C. We are moving to next part of the lesson. It is about physical properties of alkanes. These are the properties which can be reversed. The properties which cannot be reversed are called chemical properties. In the previous lesson, you studied physical properties of alkanes, change in trend. We will see whether these physical properties are following these trends. As carbon number increases, melting and boiling point increase, density, mass per unit volume increases as carbon number increases in alkanes, viscosity or thickness of the liquid. So, increases as carbon number increases in alkane. State of alkanes you have studied when you are in grade 8. There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Alkanes with carbon 1 to 4 are gases. Alkanes with carbon 5 to 12 are liquids, and alkane above carbon 12 are solid. Then color intensity, or we can say the darkness. Darkness increases as carbon number increases in alkane. flammability, ability to catch fire. It behaves differently. It decreases, flammability decreases as carbon number increases in alkanes. If you search reason for these trends, you will understand it is really due to the intermolecular forces. What are intermolecular forces? If I take the smallest alkane, CH4, in a mixture, so each molecule is attracting towards the other one. So not only two, so many molecules are attracting towards each other. So we call intermolecular forces. When the carbon number increases, the intermolecular forces are getting stronger. So intermolecular force of attraction gets stronger as carbon number increases, causing the trends in physical properties. This is the end of our lesson. If I say summary, what we studied today, you even try to recall, we learn how to draw the dot and cross diagram using same symbol to represent electrons of like atoms, using different symbol to represent electrons of unlike atoms. And then we studied most important part of the lesson, how to identify isomers. You may try with even hexane. Then we learn what are the physical properties of alkanes, and we saw how these physical properties change in trend. Thank you very much.